I'm going to tell you about how the name Traveling Easel came about. So there's a pigeon on the top of the door. I'm going to tell you about how the name Traveling Easel came about, because it is a rather strange name. And it's quite a long story, so I'm going to tell it by video. So I discovered I could paint and draw accurately very late in life. I was in my 40s, somewhere about 41, 42. And I knew straight away that there's no way that I could ignore this discovery, this revelation. So I started painting at a little flea market near my house. And it occurred to me that the only way to sell paintings is to be well known for painting. So in order to achieve that end, what I would need to do is paint in public, which was hugely daunting, and I was intimidated, but I persevered. I made some horrible mistakes, some portraits, live portraits, which turned out really, really badly, but I got through it, and now I'm very, very comfortable painting publicly. So it was back in 2006 that I decided I'd open a little gallery. I opened a gallery and put my paintings inside. But of course, it's difficult to get people to come to a gallery. So I decided to paint what was in the gallery on t-shirts. Like this t-shirt is one of my painted t-shirts. So, so that would kind of have the double-edged sword of generating a little bit of income by selling the t-shirts, and also, of course, publicize my gallery. It's a great idea. So I took them all to the flea market, and I was approached by a fashion designer by the name of Kevin Ellis, who asked me if I could paint on a suit. I guessed I could, so I said yes. And he was about to make an entry for the very, very prestigious fashion show in Cape Town called the Jmb Met. So I painted a suit for him. He gave me a couple of ideas and told me where he wanted stuff, and I painted the suit. It looked amazing, and off he went to Cape Town, and cut a long story short, he won the Jmb Met Top Prize with the suit that I painted for him. And it kind of made me realize that there was a market for hand-painted clothing, which is fantastic. So I started painting more and more clothing, and then I started with the idea that I would paint in public places like restaurants, so that people could see me painting, and it would help me with my own publicity. And it worked really, really well. The restaurateurs loved having me there because it kind of associated them with art. The patrons enjoyed watching me produce paintings in front of their eyes, and I, of course, enjoyed the custom of their customers. So people who came for meals would end up ordering t-shirts from me and shoes and all sorts of things. So it worked really well. But I still wasn't getting enough business to keep me busy all the time. So I decided, I came up with this idea of Traveling Easel. And what I would do is I would go to a business, set up my easel in their business, front and center, wherever it was, where it was a restaurant or a pharmacy or whatever business it was, and I would set up my easel there, and I would paint something relevant to that business in the center of their premises, and I would video that painting taking place. And then I'd turn the video into a promotion video for that business, and I would charge them a small fee for doing that. So it sounds like a great idea, and it is. It's lovely, and people love the videos that I've done. But I got one problem, and that is that I couldn't get enough viewership of my videos to justify the amount of money that the customer would have to pay to have the video done. So after a while, I thought to myself, well, I need to educate myself as to how to how to promote videos properly. So I took a course called the Elite Inc. Course with Neil Milan, and it was intense. It was a really, really solid course. If you're ever thinking of going into that line of work, then I would thoroughly recommend this course, but that's another story for another day. But round about week 21, I think it was, into this course, Neil dropped the bomb on us that we would need to create a video sales letter. And that was the first time I'd ever heard of a video sales letter. I'd been making them for years, but I didn't know that that's what they were called. So I said, okay, and I kind of knocked one up. But the people around me in the course, they really struggled with them. Some of them really, really don't want to be out there in the public. And some of them are really, really nervous about making a video, and some of them just really hate the sound of their own voice. So it occurred to me that there is a need for either someone to coach you to create a video sales letters, or to create video sales letters on your behalf. Neil made it quite clear that this was a very, very crucial part of the whole journey about learning about digital marketing and marketing your own business. And it's, as you've probably read already, it's 5 times more likely to succeed if you have a video sales letter as opposed to if you're using traditional posts. So it really is an important thing to have in your armory. So that is how Traveling Easel sort of migrated from being a promotion company for small businesses to a promotion company for small businesses that specializes in video sales letters.